Hi, and welcome to our Labor Law 1 course. So in the Labor Law 1 course, we will be dealing with 5 chapters as indicated in our course outline. The first chapter is understanding what individual labor law is. So for us to understand what individual labor law means, we need to first of all understand that individual labor law is made up of 3 different words, which is individual, labor, and then law. So to understand it, we need to understand what labor law is first. So labor law is sometimes referred to as employment law, which refers to the branch of law that is concerned with people in employment relationships. So according to Tebet, J.A., and I quote, briefly speaking, labor law is to be understood as common law of master and servant, as expanded or otherwise modified by industrial legislation. So to explain this, it just means that labor law is to be understood as the relationship between a master, who is referred to as the employer, and the servant, who is referred to as the employee, which relationship is then governed by the existing legislations or law. So labor law includes both individual and collective labor law. Now, to understand individual labor law, this is the type of law that deals with a direct relationship that exists between an employer and their employee. The individual labor law deals with employment standards that regulate this direct relationship. These standards may include overtime, minimum wage, and hours of work for employers and employees. So, the key word here is direct, meaning the relationship between the employer and employee without any representative or third party. That's what we refer to as individual labor law. Now, this is an opposite of collective labor law. Now, collective labor law, on the other hand, is defined to include the relationship between the employee and the employer, but through collective effort, such as trade unions, employer unions, or collective agreements. This is, in other words, an indirect relationship between the employer and the employee, meaning that there is a third party or there is a representative in respect of these two relationships between an employer and an employee, which a representative can either then be a trade union, employers organization, or even a collective agreement. Now, for purposes of this course, we will only focus on individual labor law. Thank you.